Welcome to my first video of my travel series. So step number 1 is determining where you want to go. This is the most important step and it's often the most difficult. First, you need to figure out how much time you have for your trip. Do you have a week, a month, a year? Also consider what time of year you're planning to go. You need to look into the temperatures of each destination. You could encounter sweltering heat or heavy snowfall depending on when you go. With the time of the year also comes varying prices for hotels and excursions, as well as varying crowds. Also consider transportation time. If you're taking a flight, it won't take too long. If you're taking an overnight train or bus, obviously takes up a larger chunk. Also saves you a night of accommodation. Next thing to figure out is what are your goals? Are you there for partying, drinking tours, relaxing, or are you a history buff and you're planning on seeing a lot of museums and historical tours? Are you there just to see the main sites, or are you planning on staying an extended time in one place to really get a feel for the culture? You really need to go with your interests on that. The other thing to figure out is what is a must-see for you. Obviously, if you're in Paris, the Eiffel Tower is on your list of must-sees. Determine how much time you would like to dedicate to each of these attractions. The next thing that you need to figure out is if you're going to be visiting any festivals like Oktoberfest, or if you're going to any sporting events or national holidays. You also need to consider these in your timeline and also be aware of increased prices and crowds during these major events. Another part of the itinerary can be day trips. If you're in Amsterdam and would like some time out from the city, there are a lot of small towns just a train ride away that you can easily spend a full day in, if not longer. These give you a different feel for the culture aside from the city life. If you're still stuck and having a hard time planning your itinerary, you can always check out different tour groups online. Contiki and G Adventures are very common tour groups. I took a lot of inspiration from their websites. You can see from the photo here that they show you a map of where they go and in which order. They also provide a detailed itinerary of what they do at each stop, how much time they spend as well, and how they travel between destinations. And the most important thing to consider is how many opportunities will you really get to travel. If you're in the area and there's things that you want to see, you might as well go do it. Make sure that you go with your gut.